David, a very fine win here at Stockton tonight. We go home with 3 points, 3 goals, and a clean sheet. Can't get much better than that.
Why do you sound surprised? No, look, all credit. Like when I say we're turning around with culture and team spirit, we had everyone in after the game and said a few home truths. And I came in tonight and said I'm giving lads a chance to redeem themselves and play for positions. That's what I said the other night, and that was probably the most complete performance we've done. We nullified what they had in the first half, and then when we played and put our stuff together, we were deadly, which is brilliant because we had a game plan. I've got someone doing match reports for us, opposition match reports now. So I put that in the group, and it just showed me tonight that they do actually look at it.
And you always ask for hard work, commitment, and desire, and you've got that and more tonight.
There were the 3 words I said: forget the tactical board. I didn't even get it out. So I know you can play. If you do those 3 things, the quality will come through. And I didn't have to really say anything at half time. There was a couple of players that not took it from me, but they were speaking, and you let them speak. I said the good thing there, I knew that they understood the game, what was happening in the game. And they're walking out the door and they said, this is our chance. And look, they took it, and look, all credit to them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the play was much more joined up tonight from us than it has been recently.
Yeah, we've been working on things, not really in training as such, but it was very much like I always talk about team culture, team spirit. You could see there that they wanted to play for each other, wanted to run for each other. The shouts that if you were here, you would hear, well done. If you do something wrong, they'll tell them. But we've said in that room, as a team, we can say things and be confident to say things to each other without worrying about people kicking off or anything. Home truths, once it's done in that room, you go out and perform. And now I've got a few more bodies back, and they're playing for places as well. So, but look, I can't be more proud of them, and they deserve a lot of credit. Them, like.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned spirits. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, as character came through as individual characters.
Yes.
And as the group, that showed very strongly tonight.
That's what it's all about. If you do your job, they all do your job for your team. It all joins together, and like I said, it's going to still be a roller coaster. I said it before, and then the game on Saturday, we keep getting knocked down, but look, they've got some character and they've got some oomph when it comes to it, and sometimes you don't have to shout at them. You have to tell them home truths in a calm manner and let people reflect on that.
Dan Savage, 2 goals and an assist.
He absolutely deserved it all. He ran around like a lunatic at work and done for me. Exactly what I wanted. And I said, I need the pace and energy tonight as well. And when he got the first, he just looked over at me and smiled. And I went, just keep going. Scored again. I said, right, come off. I don't want you getting too excited. No, we have to look at it. And I wasn't going to make too many subs because we look really solid. But we've got a game in 3 days, and I've got to look at that.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. Clearly, we wanted to take most of the just things we've discussed into that game and make it over on Saturday, isn't it? Would you expect that and maybe even more, or just gradually?
I'm very, very bit by bit. I've just said to them, now you don't become a good team overnight. It's a consistent effect of doing these little things, the 1%ers, and then you'll slowly start seeing things like over the weeks. I've only been in charge for I think 3 weeks, so it's not going to happen. And look, for me, the credits to the fellas, because that was a tough day and an eye-opener for us on Saturday. And I think a few people have gone home and said, right, if they enjoy playing for me, with me, as a group, you can tell afterwards that everybody's in it together and everybody goes over to the fans like they should do. And I said, you have to enjoy these moments because it makes you want it even more. And I'm slowly trying to change this club from, I'll be honest, I said maybe a losing mentality. It felt negative the whole way through the club. The only way to turn it is starting in there with them lads. Then slowly but surely putting in those performances, and slowly but surely, percentage by percentage, week after week, then they become a good team. Not players, a good team that your fans can be proud of. And look, again, it could be, again, a downer next on Saturday. So you can't, all we can do is tell the lads what they need to know, give them the reports, especially with a quick turnaround. We've got a recovery tomorrow. They're doing it right. When I say they bought in before, they are bought in.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, you've only been in charge for a couple of weeks. I mean, are you looking to bring someone in as an assistant to you?
Eventually, but I said, look, if I'm creating a team spirit, you can't just pick anyone. You have to have someone I trust, and you also have to have someone the lads would trust that I would bring in that's right for them. I'm not in the willy-nilly game of, I just get somebody. It has to be right for the team and the club. And look, it is hard doing all the things I'm doing, but I've got great staff. I must mention Colin and Brian this week, because you don't know what actually goes on behind the scenes trying to get Louis signed on at the last minute. Like, we've got another with Lucas Reed that's going through, and they've been chasing. And don't forget, they have jobs as well. And I'm ringing him, and he's like, I'm just coming out of a meeting. So these are the people that you don't see doing all the hard work, like Tom and Darren, Oscar. These are the people that are with you all the time, can see what pressure we're all under. It makes it all, I just said in there, it makes every phone call, every hour, every waking up at 4 a.m. worth it for today.
Brilliant. Thanks, David.
Cheers.